Now, before we begin with the actual review, I just want to say a couple of things. First off, let me get the obvious out of the way. Yes, this review will be done in the style of internet reviewer Confused Matthew. Why? Well, he is one of my favorite internet reviewers, and since I've done Dragon Ball Evolution in the style of the Nostalgia Critic, I wanted to give Confused Matthew a try, I guess, you know. So, there's that, and the second thing I want to bring up is that I wanted to do this review for a long fucking time. Like, the second Cyberbully came out, and after I was done watching it, and I wanted to do the review as a compliment to the discussion that I had with TM Pan a year ago, but I honestly lost... I lost interest in the review. That is until a couple of weeks ago when I saw another Cyberbully review from a reviewer by the name of YourMovieSucks.org. And if you've never heard of him or haven't seen any of his works, go check it out. This guy's fucking hilarious. And watching his review rekindled my interest in doing my own review, and so, without further ado, let's get on with the review. On April 21st, 1990, a gigantic collaboration effort between ABC, NBC, and CBS was put forward to create an inspirational film geared towards younger viewers, to encourage them to rally against drug abuse and to help them support others from suffering it. This film had major backing from pretty much every corporation out there, even being endorsed by then-President George H.W. Bush and First Lady Barbara Bush. It was also shown worldwide. The film was a monumental success, making it one of the most inspirational PSA films to have ever been released. So why the hell am I bringing this up? Well, because on July 17th, 2011, another film with a similar approach was created, this time tackling the more modern issue of cyberbullying and bullying in general. The film in question was Cyberbully. Personally, I think they should have just called it First World Problems the Motion Picture, but that's just me. This film is one of the biggest flops I've ever witnessed. It sucks so bad that it was critically panned by everyone with enough sense to see through the bullshit, and it wasn't even fucking released yet. All you would have to do is see a teaser, barely 1 minute of footage to see why this film sucks so hard. Within seconds of airing, this film's Facebook page was flooded with a seemingly unending amount of trolling, shit-talking, and hilarious Photoshop screen caps from the film itself.
Ugly, loser, stupid. Words can hurt. If you or someone you know has been the victim of bullying, call the Stomp Out Bullying Helpline.
The depressing part of this movie is that it could have been decent. It talks about an issue that's sadly barely mentioned in the media today, bullying. They could have done an inspiring and heartwarming movie of someone who gets bullied to the breaking point, then with the help of his or her friends, they stop the bullying in the school and people pay more attention to bullying to help put a stop to it once and for all. Hey, wait a minute. This movie tried to do that. That's probably the most depressing part. This movie actually tried to do what I mentioned, but it failed miserably in almost every category. This was supposed to be a movie that defined a generation. A movie that people would talk about for years. Ironically, it's been over a year, and so far the only people that seem to be talking about it are people who do it out of sheer amusement and spite. Myself included. Oh, and people who are too young and privileged to know what actual bullying is.
But enough talk! How about you?
The film begins and we have our main hero, Taylor Hillridge, a young teenager living in overprivileged white bread suburbia, who also happens to be addicted to the internet. We also meet her other best friends, Samantha Calzone and, Medusa, I guess. They, too, are addicted to the internet. They talk shit about everyone else in school, and Medusa mentions a social network site that will be the main focus of the movie, Clicksters.
Did you hear Gilly's pregnant?
What?
Wait, how would you know? She moved to Florida.
Clicksters, hello.
We then meet the main antagonists of this film, Lindsay Fordyce and her cool club of friends.
My brother wears shoes like that. He's 10.
Guys, I have to make a confession here. I was going to play Bulk and Skull music for every scene that this group appears in, but after putting a lot of thought into it, I realized that doing so would just be an insult to Bulk and Skull. I mean, sure, I did it for the bullies in Dragon Ball Evolution, but hey, at least there it was funny. The bullies in that god-awful movie couldn't have been taken seriously at all, and they were in a movie that was based off of a Japanese animated cartoon. Very loosely based, but based off of it regardless, so it's fitting that the music is placed in there for how silly it was. Bulk and Skull themselves are off the hook because as goofy as they were at least in a show for kids where brightly colored superheroes beat the crap out of monsters and blow shit up with laser beams. Using it here would just be depressing because the bullies here are downright ridiculous, and this is a film that was supposed to be bringing up a serious issue. This film is supposed to have been taken seriously, and here we have the main bullies in school acting more incompetent than Bulk and Skull. Fuck it.
My brother wears shoes like that. He's 10.
I just love high school.
Oh, best years of my life.
I couldn't help it. Forgive me, guys. Continuing on, we see that Taylor has received a new computer for her birthday. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it's her birthday. The movie will remind you of this until you go insane.
Look, you want to be a journalist, and I want you to be able to write to your heart's content.
Yeah, a journalist. You know, I just want to point out one of my biggest problems with the film here. Our main hero, our precious teen protagonist, our victim of harassment at school, is an asshole!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you! I gotta go hook it up. I'll come help. You touch, you die.
In practically every scene she is in with her brother and even her friends at some points, she just acts like a gigantic bitch.
Caleb's kind of a weird dude, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm sorry, but waiting for a guy to type, "Hey baby, send me a bikini shot," is not love. Well, then what is? Sleeping with a guy the second time you guys go out and then wondering why he never talks to you again?
What? Is that Clicksters? Can you make an account?
No.
Please just don't.
No.
Why?
Eric, no, get out of my room, you worm. Go!
So, Larry, Curly, and Moe set up an account on Clicksters, putting in false information so Taylor can hook up with every guy in the school. Keep this in mind. They put her up to this, not Lindsay, the supposed antagonist.
Hi, Francisca.
Wait a minute. Why is Sam acting excited? A while ago she was jumping down Taylor's throat for even thinking about Scott, and now she's okay with it? That's another thing I should have mentioned before, but I didn't, so it's my bad. Let me get you back up to speed. You see, Taylor's infatuated with this guy in school named Scott, and Samantha doesn't like him one bit. In fact, up until this point in the movie, Samantha practically makes it her mission to jump down Taylor's throat if she even has a single thought about Scott. So Lindsay starts to comment on their Clickster pictures, which Sam and Taylor laugh off and ignore, and they even joke with each other about it. Which is what they should have done for this entire fucking movie. Taylor and Scott then have a little talk in school.
So I saw you're on Clicksters now. I like it better than Facebook, a lot more raw, you know?
Yeah, I noticed.
More raw, huh? Is that why everyone turns into a blubbering idiot whenever they go on there? So after Lindsay talks trash to everybody on Clicksters, in the next scene, we get treated to exactly what kind of people we're rooting for.
So I was actually reading your page last night, and you're a really good writer.
Oh, well, thank you.
But I do think you need a few more pictures, or maybe a bikini shot or something.
Okay, I'll think about it.
See you later.
Bye. A bikini shot? Come on. He was joking. You are so naive. I can think of at least 2 girls he's hooked up with in the past month.
If you count just kissing, then I can think of 3 girls.
What? He's popular. Wait, hang on. Don't drop me off first. Why? We always go to the mall on Friday. I want to go home and see if Scott goes online. Okay, you're now officially pathetic.
Come on, I think it's cute. Let her be in love.
It's not love. I'm sorry, but waiting for a guy to type, "Hey baby, send me a bikini shot," is not love. Well, then what is? Sleeping with a guy the second time you guys go out and then wondering why he never talks to you again? Get out.
What? You can't be serious.
Out.
So, one minute you're perfectly fine with her talking to Scott, and the next minute you treat her like complete shit and kick her out of the fucking car for wanting to talk to Scott? These are all role models, ladies and gentlemen, but don't worry, it'll get even better in part 2.